Shabbat Shalom. It's good to be here tonight with all of you. We have a special treat tonight as we are celebrating the Bat Mitzvah tomorrow of Dominika Ilyasov, and she, together with her mom, they're going to light the Shabbat candles later on. You see me on my own, actually not on my own, of course. I have Marcelo here on my left playing piano, and I have just a few family members of Dominika here with us. But you don't see Rabbi Lidwak. That's because he is sitting Shiva for the loss of Rabbi's father-in-law, Deborah's father, Rabbi Laszlo Berkowitz. And we are united in spirit with all the family who are sitting Shiva in Virginia. So we send our love from here to all the Berkowitz family. We're going to do a few songs now to warm up as part of the Kabbalat Shabbat, but we are going to start with this song, Ine Ma Tov Umanaim Shevet Achim Yachad. How good it is, how pleasant it is to be together as brothers and sisters in peace and in unity. Hine, 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 hine mato umanai shevet ha'achim cambiar hine mato umanai shevet ha'achim cambiar God, we offer you thanks for this Shabbat which unites us not in space but in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in the darkness, for Shabbat peace born of friendship and love. We offer you thanks and blessing. Let's sing together, Shiru Ladnai Shir Chadash, sing unto God all the earth a new song. Shiru Ladonai Kol Haaretz Shiru Adonai, Shir Hadash. Shiru l'Adonai, Kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, Shir Hadash. Sing unto God all the earth, and you song. I will sing unto God, and you song. Sing unto God, and we all sing along. All the earth, and you song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai, Kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, Shir Hadash. Shir Hadash. Shir Hadash. Sambru l'Adonai, Bechinon, Bechinon, Bekol Zimbra. Sambru l'Adonai, Bechinon, Bechinon, Bekol Zimbra. Sambru l'Adonai, Bechinon, Bechinon, Bekol Zimbra. Bekol Zimbra. Sambru l'Adonai, Bechinon, Bechinon, Bekol Zimbra. Sambru l'Adonai, Adonai Yos Eabo Iten Adonai Yevarech et Amo. Adonai Yos Eabo Iten Adonai Yevarech et Amo. Adonai-os ve'amu iten Adonai yevarech et ha'amu. Now we come to the point in which we greet the Shabbat, and we think of Shabbat as a bride that is entering into our lives, really through the whole way, you know, and this really, we are embracing Shabbat, really, with a warm hug. So we sing together, לך דודי. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. 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 שמור וזכור בדיבורך, השמיענו אל עמך, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, בשם ולתפארת וריתן לה 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 לה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה, ראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה ומחשבה קהילה. לה 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 לה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, ובאורך גורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לה 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 לה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Now we rise and we, in this case, we welcome the Shabbat bride by facing the door. בואי ושלום, עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי הלה, בואי הלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לה 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 לה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. מזמור שיר ליום השבת. מזמור שיר ליום השבת. לא להודות לאדוני ולשמח לשמך עליון. להגיד לבוקר חסדך, אמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון והינון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת. מזמור שיר ליום השבת. כי שימחתני אדוני בפועלך, במעשה ידיך אהרנה. גדלו מעשיך אדוני מאוד עמקו, מחשבותיך מזמור שיר ליום השבת. Shabbat. He's Morshid, Yom HaShabbat. And now, as I mentioned before, it is really a privilege, an honor to have here Dominica, who together with her mom are going to come here to the Bima and light the Shabbat candles.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boahem leShalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Shabbat Shalom.
Let's fix the candle first. What's that? We're going to do now the call to worship. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? La 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 understand. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Porei yom v'layla, kolel for mipnei choshev. כולל אך מפני חושך וחושך מפני אור. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Ba'ed. And now we are going to chant the Ve'avta, and again I would like to invite Domenica to come to the bima so that she can lead all of us in this prayer.
Shemai ve'avata et Adonai Eloheinu bechol levaha ubechol nafsheha ubechol meodeha vehayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anohi metzavha hayom al levaveha ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך, בביתך ובלבתך, בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיהם. אני אדוני אלוהיהם אשר הוצאתי אתם מארץ מצרים להיות להם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיהם.
Thank you so much. And now it's time to sing a prayer for redemption. Mi chamocha. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nehedar v'kodesh, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש. ונאמר כי פדון את יעקב וגלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו שמרנו לחיים. 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 ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו שמרנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום העמידנו שמרנו לחיים. העמידנו שמרנו לחיים. The people of Israel shall keep the Sabbath, observing the Sabbath in every generation as a covenant for all time. It is a sign forever between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days the eternal God made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from labor and rested. ושמרו בני ישראל. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. והנה בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. So for the Amidah, we are going to do something a bit different, as sometimes we do, which is we are going to start the Amidah with the words, the opening words, and then we will continue silently so that we can have a moment for us to pray with the words that your heart may prompt. Yana nai 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 Adonai. Yana nai 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 sfatai tiftach. Yana nai 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 ufi yagid, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Yana nai 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 Adonai. Yana nai 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 sfatai tiftach. Yana nai 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 ufi yagid, ufi yagid tehilatecha. At this point in our service, we think of those in our community, in our midst, that are in need of a prayer of healing. On this Shabbat, we especially think about Audrey Aronchik, Dina Aronchik, Charles Bama, Francine Barna, Baruch Ben Zion Ben Brachachaya, Osvaldo Beraza, Karen Blumgarten, Leslie Center, Sherry Center, Esther Bat Ariel, Dr. Helen Fagan, Dr. Robert Flegelman, Dr. Stephen Geller, Rabbi Dr. Raphael Goldstein, Marion Gordon, Peggy Hammond, Deborah Hartman, Peter Herrera, Harvey Hutler, Moshe Aaron Jacobs, Shoshana Cecile Jacobs, Ed Jones, Mindy Elizabeth Jones, Susan Jones, Dr. Benjamin Lechner, Chuck Lieb, Judy Levy, Susan Linsenbaum, Leah Bat Margalit, Leah Toba Bar, Shammai Ben Michael, Robert Parker, Elka Rack, Shaul Ben Moshe Verivka, Ingrid Roskin, Janice Schneider, Suzette Schultz, Lillian Stein, Kevin Webb, Sid Weissel, Dov Ben Yonah. Mi shebeirach avoteinu bekor habracha leimoteinu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi shebeirach imoteinu bekor habracha leavoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shleima, renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. So now it's a privilege to have another surprise for all of you. Thanks to technology, we can bring people in. And 1 second, let me find you. Okay, so actually I'm going to put you there. Look at this. Let's see if I can do that. Look at this. We are actually the two together. Okay, Rabbi David and I. Okay, so this is a great honor to have you here on board, and we are so blessed that you're going to share with us some words of wisdom this Shabbat.
Very happy to be with you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
From a distance. Dominica, I don't think you can see me because I think the screen is facing the other way, but I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to celebrate with you tomorrow morning. Friends, I want to talk today about from the depths to dreams. We're going to talk more about dreams tomorrow, but Joseph's story is one of falling from grace and then rising back up stronger than before. Once the favored, spoiled child of his old father, Joseph is cast out from his position by his jealous brothers, who first toss him down into a pit and then sell him into slavery. His lot continues to get worse as he's falsely accused of rape by his master's wife, who then sends him down into the royal dungeon. His life's trajectory is one of descent, from elevated son to lowly captive. And then we get to this week's Parshat Miketz, and it begins to all turn around. Joseph's exceptional talent for dream interpretation, which once served to stoke the ire of his brothers, now becomes an instrument of his redemption. Through a series of unlikely events, he's brought up from the dungeon and given the opportunity to interpret the dreams of Pharaoh. His prophetic pronouncements win him favor, and just as suddenly as he descended, he ascends to tremendous power. And Pharaoh says to him, since God has made all of this known to you, you're going to be in charge. You will be in charge of my court. And by your command shall my people be directed. Only with respect to the throne shall I be superior to you. Not bad. From a dungeon, in a flash, a blink of fate, he goes from prisoner to prime minister. Joseph's journey from degradation to dignity is in fact the story of the Jewish people. Only a few generations later, the Israelites, who had originally prospered and multiplied under Egyptian goodwill, will collectively descend into slavery and soon even face the possibility of genocide. When it seems that their situation cannot be any worse, at that moment, they will witness a sudden reversal of fortune with the arrival of Moses in the Exodus. Again and again, the story proves to be the great narrative of the Jewish people. The darkness of persecution at the hands of the Greeks gives way to the light of the menorah. The wicked plot of Haman brings us to the edge of genocide, only to find last-minute salvation at the hands of the winner of a Persian beauty contest. And it doesn't end in ancient history. It boggles my mind that in May 1944, the deportation of Hungarian Jews to Auschwitz had just commenced. And just 4 Mays later, David Ben-Gurion stood on a Tel Aviv balcony to announce the birth of a free state of Israel. In so many ways, over so many years, we are the ones who have experienced the depths of hardship. And yet we have risen from that dark place to new and expected light, to our dreams. When Joseph interprets Pharaoh's dreams, his message to Pharaoh is the wisdom of his own experience. Life is rarely static, and he knows this. In seasons of abundance, we cannot become complacent, and in seasons of scarcity, we cannot despair, for our world has the capacity to change in an instant. We've all known times of darkness and hardship when it feels like our trajectory or the trajectory of the world mirrors that of Joseph. A steep and quick descent. In those moments, we fear that light will never re-enter our lives, that we'll be stuck in that pit forever. But the blessing of being part of an ancient people is that it gives us long memories. A reminder that we have been here before, and that, as the psalmist once sang in Psalm 30, tears may linger for a night, but joy comes with the morning. We look around at the darkening of the world today, both with the onset of winter and because of the pandemic, and we know that the lights we lit on Hanukkah and the promise of a vaccine means that brighter times are on the horizon. You may feel at times in your life like you're in the depths, like you're in a pit, like there's no light. But don't ever forget to dream of what can be, to dream of what may come. And with God's help, we will realize all of our dreams. Friends, I wish you the warmest and sweetest Shabbat Shalom, sending my love to Rabbi Litwack, to Deborah, to the entire Litwack family. And Cantor Norman, thank you so much for inviting me to share Shabbat with you.
Thank you so much, Rabbi David. Really, we are truly honored to have you here, and thank you for helping me with this service in a way. So I'm looking forward to leading services together tomorrow morning for Shabbat, celebrating
with Dominica.
Mitzvah. Yeah. So, so we are going to continue with. Let me see. How can I do that? Because it's kind of I am on my own, and sometimes it's, this is where I miss. No, not only, but one of the things I miss. Rabbi Litwack always is the one who has to deal with this. I can see how stressful sometimes it is to find the right shot for you to see. Okay, hopefully that will be it. Okay, so we are going to open the ark for Aleinu, and because I cannot open and sing at the same time, just spare with me for a moment while Marcelo entertains us with some music.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמן והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
So now is a point in our service in which we remember the people in our community who are no longer with us. And especially on this Shabbat, we think of the people who just died over the past 30 days. Rabbi Laszlo Berkowitz, Ron Levitt, Monroe L. Cooperman, and Jose Pepe Fins. And we also commemorate the yahrzeit of the following people: Mary Altman, Yuna Epatov, Silva Bates, Clara Berger, Mark Berlin, Lila M. Berlin, Joseph S. Berman, Milton Brickman, Howard David Chernoff, Rahil Chervina, Shirley Eisenstein, Yeda Fabelman, Abe Feinblum, Aaron Galpern, Howard Garfinkel, Louis Gordon, George Abraham Grafman, Harold A. Green, Frida Haber, Annie Jacobson, Sandra G. Kellick, Barney Label, David Lane, Chuck David Levitt, Ted Mayer, Vivian Marcus, Edward Margolin, Kurt Mendel, Maurice L. Miller, Sandra J. Miller, Jacob Milstein, Morton Milstein, Dr. Samuel I. Mintz, Benny Parrish, Theodore H. Robinson, Leo Rothschild, Brian Howard Sedrich, Mildred Silver, Herbert Simon, Bea Singer, Susan Sossin, Julius Stein, Dr. Jerome Steiner, Costa Skolnick, Milton Upsher, Zella Wannon, Maurice Walland, Seymour Yaffe, and Samuel Zelensky. And we recite together Kaddish. Itgadal be'itgadash sheme rabba, be'alma divera hirute ve'yamlich malchute, be'chayechon uve'yomechon, uvchayei dechol beit Israel, ba'agala uvizman kariv ve'imbru amen. יהא שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתהלה ויתהלל, שמי לקודשה בריא הוא. לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יש למה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. המקום ינחם אתכם ותוך שרה בלי ציון בירושלים. May the one who is the source of consolation grant you and your families consolation together with all mourners of Zion and Jerusalem. So, thank you. I want to say thank you to the people in our community who were sponsoring the service tonight. I want to thank Joshua Golembi, Kristen Greenberg in honor of their wedding anniversary, Mazel Tov, Sandy and Don Goodman in honor of their anniversary, also Mazel Tov, Seidel Howitz in memory of Celia Wannon, Susan Jones in loving memory of her husband Wesley, Mary Jane Rochelson and Joel Means in memory of Samuel L. Means on his 10th yard site. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you, Rabbi David, for sharing words of Torah and teaching us tonight. And also thank you to Dominica and the family for lighting the candles and leading in part of the service. And again, I'm looking forward to tomorrow when we are going to celebrate Dominica's becoming a bat mitzvah. So there are a few things coming up during the winter break. We had last week the first of the series of Real Judaism conducted by, hosted by a person who is known to all of us, Rabbi David Young, a former associate rabbi of this congregation. And the next one is December 27, and the movie is that you are going to there will be a discussion about is Up in the Air. And again, as Rabbi Litwak said before, it is better if you watch the movie in advance, so that when you join the conversation, you know the theme, the topic of this movie. And that's it. That's about it. Okay, we are going to conclude with a song that was written by three different people, three different parts written by three different peoples. We have here, as you can see, "Let Us Live by These Beliefs." Okay, I have Marcelo here next to me, so I thought let's do this song. Marcelo wrote the music for the prayer Al Shloshah Devarim, which is part of this song. I wrote the music for and some of the lyrics for this song, "Let Us Live by These Beliefs," but actually was originally written, the original words by Marcos, Mordechai, and Esther Fins. And I want to especially dedicate this song to him, as he is soon celebrating his 75th birthday. So, let us live by these beliefs.
If you wanna be happy and succeed in your life, be content with your share and devoted in prayer. Show faith when there is doubt. Shalom and hate is all about. Spread shalom openly and shower blessings on everyone you see.
Everyone you see.
Let us live by this belief. Let us live by this belief. 'Cause if you live by this belief, you'll feel God's blessing within. If you wanna be happy and succeed in your life, stretch your hand to your friends when they ask you for help. Be the spark that brings light. Step up and just make things right. Fix the world through your deeds and strive for justice. That is all you need.
That is all you need.
Let us live by this belief. Let us live by this belief. 'Cause if you live by this belief, you'll feel God's blessing within. שלושה דברים העולם עומד. על שלושה דברים העולם עומד. על שלושה דברים אומר על שלושה לבדים העולם אומר על התורה ועל עבודה ועל גמילות חסדים על התורה ועל עבודה ועל גמילות חסדים על שלושה לבדים העולם אומר על שלושה לבדים העולם אומר על התורה ועל עבודה ועל גמילות חסדים על התורה ועל עבודה ועל גמילות חסדים אני שמח, אני מוכר, אני יודע שזה הזמן, אני יודע, אני מרגיש שאתה שומע תפילת ליבי. If you just follow the things, you'll find God's blessing within. Thank you, Marcel.
You're welcome.
So we stand for Kiddush and Hamotzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho באהבה וברצון הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה בראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים קיוונו בחרת אותנו קידשת מכל העמים בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת אמן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם המוציא לחם מן הארץ אמן. שבת שלום.